once they get out there.
This is moto number 1 from Unadilla. We're set to go. Clean start, but this time number 4 is way back in the pack, and Davey, he took off his chest protector. I don't know if he thought he was going to get the whole shot, but Kevin Windham on board the 4-stroke is all but gone.
That's exactly what Ricky did last year, Todd. He had so much confidence getting that whole shot. He didn't wear it, and he got great starts, but today you can see he is behind a bunch of 4-strokes, and I saw Suzuki sneak up in there. Obviously not Pastrana or Tortelli.
Right now it is number 14, Kevin Windham out of Centerville, Mississippi, who has taken the lead. He will lead them into the green flag lap, and as of yet, I have yet to see number 4, Carmichael, come into view.
That's a local privateer, Damian Plotz, riding in second place. It looks like either Larry Ward or Kyle Lewis in third. That Suzuki is Marco Dortch, who's just over here visiting from Europe.
Ricky Carmichael finally come into there. There he is. Carmichael finally dropping in, and he is back around 7th or 8th. There's Chad Reed sliding through as well, and Ezra Lusk. Riders off the side.
Saw that. That was Larry Ward. Took a little shortcut there.
So Larry Ward pulls a bit of a crazy Ivan. He's back on the track. No harm, no foul. Ricky Carmichael, unbelievable. Number 4 sitting in 11th place. And Davey, I hope we haven't jinxed him with the streak.
Well, I hope not, too. And I tell you what, Kevin Windham being out front is the worst possible scenario for Ricky. From the moment Windham unloaded his bike here in Unadilla, he's been the fastest in practice. He's been the fastest on Sunday morning. And obviously, with a whole shot in a clear track, this does not bode well for RC or that winning streak.
Well, I hope the folks in the Carmichael camp have loaded up his Oakleys with a lot of tear-offs because he's going to need them. Carmichael just going through the pack right now. He's moving his way up, but you make a great point. Kevin Windham out in front is probably the absolute worst person that Carmichael could have leading.
Here you see Windham coming past the mechanics area. Look, I love watching him ride a dirt bike. We've missed that on the racetrack, and I know these Unadilla fans have too. A lot of signs out there. Go Windham, go K-Dub, and wow, look at that lead he's already got.
Kevin Windham, number 14, on board. The Honda is absolutely flying through this. This is what we've grown accustomed to seeing from number 4, Ricky Carmichael. But today it is not the case as Carmichael now comes through, sitting way back in the pack, and his good friend Chad Reed right in front of him.
Nice, big, wide track. Look at that. Unadilla is unlike any other track, Todd. I tell you, the fans love it. If you're a traditionalist, if you're a new school guy, if you're a Carmichael fan or GP Motocross fan, this doesn't get any better than this.
The battle for 7th rages on. Chad Reed takes the inside line. Ricky Carmichael on a mission, goes to the outside. Perfect line for him, and he moves up another position. In the past, Davey, a lot of rocks. This place has been known for the rocks. You pointed out the big rocks are gone, but there are a lot of little rocks. Surprising to see Ricky not taking the precaution of wearing a chest protector.
Oh, for sure. You know what? Again, I think he was planning on a much better start. But you know what? Even later in the race when he's lapping people, and obviously Carmichael's going to lap a lot of people when he's out front, he's going to get peppered because there's not just one 4-stroke out there. There's got to be more than 20, and every one of those bikes throws back a huge roost. It's the way we've been talking about the 4-stroke advantage. And here you see Carmichael, the other 2-stroke coming up, just passing Kyle Lewis there, but wow, a long way to go to catch number 14.
Ricky Carmichael has come from the sand. He's trying to make a move up, and the battle for 2nd rages on with Ricky Carmichael right behind him.
We got to think this isn't going to last very long for Plotz and Lusk because Carmichael is coming. He knows he's got his work cut out for him. Windham 16 seconds ahead and pulling away. Ricky has not put himself in a good position at all here at Unadilla.
Plotz on the right side, Ezra Lusk on the inside. Lusk taking the better line. He moves up to 2nd. And now Ricky Carmichael trying to get past him. He'll dice down below. There's Damian Plotz now in 4th. And Carmichael once again doing battle with Ezra Lusk, but Lusk able to hold him off in the last turn.
Nice outside line there by Ezra. I didn't know that line existed, but you see Carmichael turning around, coming up around the mechanics area. And now that's just courage there, whoever holds it on longest off that blind jump. And Ricky goes right into another position.
So Carmichael, who's in no man's land on the green flag lap, has now worked himself up to 2nd place. Dare I say, it's Bubba-esque in the way he has moved through the pack, but that's another story. But Ricky Carmichael, people, Davey, have been waiting to see. Kevin Windham just absolutely dominating the race. Ricky Carmichael, Windham out in front, your leader. 16-second lead over Ricky Carmichael. Davey, that's almost unheard of.
Oh, yeah, and look at him. He's just cruising. Doesn't have a speck of dirt on him. You see the white flag come out, and Kevin just rolling to a win, and there you see another Honda rider, Ernesto Fonseca, like Chad Reed. His summer hasn't been going very well either.
Ricky Carmichael trying to track down Kevin Windham. The white flag is out. It looks like Carmichael may run out of real estate as Kevin Windham just got an amazing start. Ricky Carmichael just the exact opposite. He was top maybe 20 if he was lucky. Worked his way up, did a heroic job of getting up to second. But today it's been all Kevin Windham in Moto 1.
Yeah, I tell you what, it reminds me of Hangtown. Remember that great opening moto Kevin had? Now the big question, will he be able to come back and answer? Because Carmichael, we don't see him on the ropes very often, but when he gets on him, he fights back. And wow, he's going to have his work cut out for him. You see Windham waving to the fans. You know, this may not be very close to Mississippi, but he's got a lot more fans out here than Ricky, I can tell you.
Back to our leader on the white flag lap. This is Kevin Windham. From start to finish, he's getting ready to look at some checkers. And an amazing performance. Put this into perspective, and do you think he's already thinking about Moto number 2?
Well, he's got to, because he's beaten Ricky before. You know, this is not like the first time this has ever happened. But the way everything's going, he's got all the momentum. He's proven he could beat him. He's proven he can do the faster lap. Now he's just got to hold it together in between motos. And I don't know, a lot of pressure in the second moto for Kevin Windham.
A lot of pressure on Kevin Windham as he takes the checkered flag and the win here in Moto number 1. And a lot of pressure on Ricky Carmichael. Will the streak of 21 overall national? This is Moto number 2, stop number 7 from Unadilla.
And it looks like Carmichael, much better start on the inside, and right there goes Windham.
Kevin Windham just sweeping in like a vulture on its prey from the outside, drops in on Ricky Carmichael's world, and Carmichael back into third. There's Chad Reed, number 22, on the outside. While he's concerned with that, he's got more Yamaha issues.
Yes, David Billiman swept in on the inside, the same kind of pass he used on Reed in the first moto, but this time he did it in traffic. Look at that, Windham already getting a little room, but Carmichael is right there. Whoa! Big jump out of gravity cavity, man. That's got to hurt when he lands. It goes around the outside, and now this is it, Todd. This is what we've been waiting for.
So the Cobra getting into the fray early on, sits in third, but your leader, the man who won Moto number 1, Kevin Windham, and he is looking to make history today here at New Berlin, New York, Unadilla. Will the streak be broken? Ricky Carmichael, 21 overall national wins. It may be coming to a close, courtesy of KW.
Todd, who's got more pressure on him? Windham to break the streak or Carmichael to keep it?
I'd have to say Ricky Carmichael right now. And I think in the back of his mind, losing is the first and foremost thing. He does not like that in one bit. But Kevin Windham, he seems so easy, so loose, and unlike Sampson, cutting the hair off has not sapped his power.
See, he's already starting to open up a little bit of a gap, just like the first moto. The first moto is Damian Plotz. This time, he's pulling Ricky Carmichael. Look at that lead.
So number 14, Kevin Windham in first. Ricky Carmichael sits in second, and he is certainly has the attention right now of Kevin Windham. Carmichael trying to get his way back up there and make this one close. He definitely does not want to let that four-stroke check out on him like he did in Moto number 1.
See, the track's gotten a little rougher too, but again, that big 450 Honda just eating up those big hills, and Carmichael looking a little more ragged than Kevin, although he did a little dab right there at the top of the wall, drop it down in. And he looks aggressive today.
Windham's last big win was in 1997. He was on board a 125 right here at Unadilla. Will he make it again and make history on the 250? And right now he is looking phenomenal.
See him coming around, takes a little glance back to see where RC is, and RC much closer than he was at any point in that first moto, other than maybe when they were in the staging area. Hey, you know, Todd, I think part of that is because on this side of the valley where the mechanics are, it's a little more technical, and I think Carmichael's going faster, but when you get on the far side, and Windham lets that big dog eat going up those hills, he goes around the outside, I think that's where that horsepower advantage is really coming through, so that's why we're having sort of this push and pull in the front in the battle between Windham and Carmichael.
You're in charge is what that pit board said, and that can apply to two men. Right now, Ricky Carmichael looks to be in charge. As Davey pointed out, he looks very fast, that technical section, starting to close the gap in on Kevin Windham. And Ricky Carmichael is in the race of his life. Does the streak live on, or does it die here at Unadilla?
I tell you what, he's got to stay with Windham. He let him get away in the first moto. Much better start this time, but see the tension on Genie Carmichael. They are not used to being in this position.
And meanwhile, Kevin Windham's father watches on. We'll see the conclusion when we come back. Welcome back to New Berlin, New York. This is stop number 7, Unadilla Valley Sports Center Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship. Todd Harris along with the famous Davey Coombs and Cameron Steele, and we have got a battle royale at Unadilla. Ricky Carmichael, who lost the first moto, took second to Kevin Windham. His streak is in jeopardy, and he is behind Windham once again and a lap rider.
Yeah, believe it or not, those last 2 lap riders they passed were guys who finished in the top 10, Kyle Lewis and John Downs. Look, Ezra Lusk, they just lapped him. These guys are in a war, and I tell you, whoa, you see a fan out of the track. Holy smokes.
Get off the track like running to the bowl.
Yeah, but Carmichael is giving Windham all he wants, but Windham is answering. I tell you, the old Kevin Windham, the one that quit a couple years ago, would not still be leading this race.
Kevin Windham has absolutely set the track on fire today, and Ricky Carmichael has of yet had no answer for KW and number 14.
See, Ricky, just like Ferry in the first moto, using every inch of the track, but Windham just riding smooth out front. I'm very impressed. Look at that, just flying around that corner. See Carmichael looking for a way around Ezra Lusk. Lusk probably not used to seeing a blue flag. These guys are definitely on a track by themselves today. Way out in front of everyone, taking the battle. White flag out. Carmichael is running out of time.
Ricky Carmichael is 1 lap away from the 21 overall national win streak being broken here at Unadilla. And I can guarantee what's going through his mind right now, not only does he not want to lose the overall, but he does not want to have to answer questions when it's all over about what went wrong. And right now, Ricky Carmichael, as Davey Coombs pointed out, he is running out of real estate here in New Berlin, New York.
And I tell you, that 2:11 on that lap is a very, very fast lap for Carmichael. He's letting it all hang out here. He's got a 50-point lead, nothing to lose in the championship, but he doesn't want this streak to end. But look at this. Windham is like the Iceman. He has not made a single mistake today, although it looks like his boot buckle has come loose there on the brake side, but it's not going to slow him down now.
Kevin Windham is almost on a virtual parade lap. Look at that last lap time. He matches Ricky Carmichael and goes beneath it by almost a full second. So Kevin Windham certainly not resting on his laurels here at Unadilla. He is absolutely taking this track by storm, and he is going to send a statement, not given, taken. And that's exactly what Kevin Windham has done today. Ricky Carmichael cannot come out and say, I fell, I had this. Kevin Windham just flat out beat the fastest man in the world.
I tell you what, Carmichael's streak lasted longer than the Miami Dolphins winning streak. It lasted longer than 4 U.S. presidents. I personally thought it was going to go at least to the end of the year, but it looks like it's got about a half lap left.
Well, September of '01 was the last win for Kevin Windham, and he is well overdue. Kevin Windham is on his way to picking up a huge victory here at Unadilla. He's done it before on the 125, and here he is on the 250. It's a win-win for the folks at Honda.
It is, it is. You see the factory connection guys out there on the track giving them the go-ahead. You hear the fans yelling. This is not a boo for Ricky Carmichael. This is a cheer for someone else getting up there and beating him. And, you know, why not Kevin Windham? It's so good to have him back in the series. It's faster than ever, and now just a corner away from breaking something that's just been phenomenal in this sport.
Well, the sting of defeat will last with Ricky Carmichael for a week, but what a breath of fresh air. Kevin Windham has done it.